In this video, we will show you one of the simplest, profitable and most powerful complete trading models for ICT OTE. We will also show you some secretly kept concepts to improve the win rate and all the steps from A to Z to take a complete trade, and how simple and profitable this strategy is, and where you can exactly place your buy and sell trades, and how to place your entry, stop loss and take profit levels for high win rate with real trading chart examples. So you will place a buy limit order, hit our next take profit. We have got a large profit, has reached 1 to 8 trade profit. We got two trades here, 1 to 18 risk to reward trade. So you can copy them and start day trading in live markets. Then you can place a sell limit order in the lower time frame. Price push down to grab liquidity. Higher time frame has where your stop loss will be here. Change of character or market structure shift in the lower time frame. Target your first take profit. Just okay, so these are the variations and add-ons for the basic OTE. So the accuracy and the win rate of the basic optimal trade entry can be increased by adding the following variations. So we call this as different OTE models. So in model 1, you will combine OTE with multi-timeframe market structure and change of character or market structure shift. Now these models will improve the accuracy and win rate of the basic OTE and will give you high profits. So in this video, we will discuss and demonstrate real trade examples and setups of above model 1. So you can copy them and start day trading in live markets. Then model 2 to 6 will be demonstrated in the next videos after this. So when it comes to trading optimal trade entry, you will choose one of these models depending on the situation and the current price action in the charts. Okay, now let's look at OTE model 1. So what is OTE model 1? OTE model 1 is combining OTE with multi-timeframe market structure and change of characters and market structure shifts. So what's the concept here? So no daily bias is used in this model, but you need to have the higher time frame trend visible and identified, and then you need to see a break of structure with displacement in the direction of the trend followed by a retracement. So what are the concepts used? We will use multi-timeframe market structure, top-down analysis, change of characters and market structure shifts, displacements and break of structures. So in OTE model 1, there are two main options. Option 1 is the continuation of the current trend. So what are the steps in this option? Step 1 is you will look and identify whether the higher time frame is in uptrend or downtrend with break of structure and with displacement. So in this example, the red color line is the higher time frame chart, blue line is the lower time frame chart. So what you see first is, you can see the higher time frame chart is in a uptrend, and you can see it has made a clear, significant, impulsive price move up with a break of structure and clear displacement. Then number 2, you wait for the higher time frame retracement to happen. So you wait till a swing low is formed here, and when you see the price comes down, then you know the retracement starts. So what you can do next is, in this dealing range, you can draw the fib, and in the optimal trade zone, you can place a buy limit order at the higher time frame. That's one variation here. Then the other option is, instead of just placing a buy limit order, you go to the lower time frame, which is the blue color line, and in this area of the higher time frame optimal trading zone, you look for a change of character or market structure shift in the lower time frame, followed with a displacement in the lower time frame. So once you see that change of character, you can either directly place your optimal trade entry in that area, or if not, into this impulsive price leg in the lower time frame, you can draw a fib from this swing low to this swing high in the lower time frame, and in the lower time frame dealing range, you can wait for the price to retrace into the lower time frame optimal trading zone, and there you can place a buy limit order and enter into the trade. And your stop loss will be below this swing low of the lower time frame swing low, or below this higher time frame swing low, up one of those, and you will target your first take profit just below this swing high of the higher time frame swing leg here. Now if you do that part, it will give you lesser trades because you may not see this in some of the trades. However, it will improve the chance of you winning the trades. So this is an example for a downtrend. So in a downtrend, if you see a clear downtrend and a break of structure and impulsive price move down with displacement, then after the break of structure, when you see a lower low being formed, a swing low being formed, and when you see the price is coming down, you can consider this low to this high as your dealing range and draw the fib tool from this swing high into this swing low. And when the price is coming down, you got one option is just to place a sell limit order in the optimal trading zone. Option number 2 is without placing a sell limit order, you go to the lower time frame and you look for a change of character or market structure shift in the lower time frame. And then after you see that, if you want, you can place a sell limit order over there if you got a better risk to reward. If not, what you can do is, after you see this change of character or the market structure shift in the lower time frame, you can draw the fib into this lower time frame impulsive price leg from this swing high into this swing low at lower time frame. And when you draw that in the lower time frame, that is your lower time frame dealing range. And then in the lower time frame, you can wait for the price to retrace into the lower time frame optimal trading zone, and then you can place a sell limit order in the lower time frame, and your stop loss will be above this lower time frame or higher time frame swing high, and your first take profit will be just above this higher time frame swing low. So that is how you take the optimal trade entry here. If you would like to learn the trading strategies we use, click the link given in the description below to access the full free course and use that knowledge to get funded and start trading like a professional. Okay, now let's look at option 2 of OTE model 1. Then in OTE model 1, option number 2 is the current trend may stop and a new trend may start in the opposite direction. So what are the steps you have to apply then? So for example, the higher time frame, the red color chart is in uptrend. So if it's an uptrend, so as you can see, it should make higher highs and higher lows. So when it makes this higher high and make this swing high with a break of structure and with a displacement, then we are expecting the price to retrace into the optimal trading zone and go up because it's uptrend. However, sometimes without doing that, the price can strongly push down below this swing low in the higher time frame. So if this happens in the higher time frame, what that tells us is there's a chance that the higher time frame uptrend is now changing into a downtrend, unless this is a quick price push down to grab liquidity and then to move up. Unless it's that, it can be the trend is changing. So after you see this change of character or the market structure shift at higher time frame, you need to wait for a while to see if this is a fake out to grab liquidity and move up, or to see if it is now changing the trend. So then what you do is you wait for a while and check if it's a retracement. And if you see that it's a retracement where the price is halting in the optimal trading zone for this price swing down, meaning you draw your fib tool from this swing high into this swing low. And if the price is halting in this optimal trading zone, one option is you can place a sell limit order. However, it's a bit risky trade because you are still not sure if the price would definitely go down. However, if you want, you can place a riskier trade over there. If not, the other option is during this retracement, you can go to the lower time frame and see if in the lower time frame, whether it's giving a change of character or market structure shift in this optimal trade zone, which is what is indicated here. So the blue color chart is a lower time frame. So now putting everything together, higher time frame has made a market structure shift change of character. Then when you go to the lower time frame, you can see in this area, the lower time frame is also making a change of character or market structure shift. And then what you can do is into this impulsive price leg, which made the market structure shift or the change of character, in the lower time frame, you can draw the fib tool from this swing low into this swing high, the blue color line. And then you can wait for the lower time frame price to retrace into the optimal trade zone of the lower time frame fib. And then you can place a sell limit order here where your stop loss will be here. And your first take profit can be somewhere just above this swing low. Okay, now let's look at an improved version of option 2 of OTE model 1. Okay, then there's another variation for this. That is if you want to increase the chance of winning, and if you want some extra confluence, what you can do is, after this change of character, without placing the trade here, you wait for a strong break of structure to happen towards downwards. Once you see that break of structure, now there's a high chance where the uptrend is now converted into a downtrend. Whereas if I go to the previous slide, you are taking the trade without that break of structure. However, here you are waiting for that break of structure at higher time frame for that extra confluence. And then after the break of structure, for that impulsive price leg down, you draw this fib tool from this swing high to this swing low, and in the optimal trade zone, you can place a sell limit order. And the stop loss above this swing high, and the first take profit just above this swing low. And then there's a final variation for this where you can add extra confluence by going to the lower time frame. And then in that, what you do is, without just placing the sell limit order, what you do is you go to the lower time frame and the blue color line, and then wait for a change of character or market structure shift in the lower time frame. And once you see that in the lower time frame, for that impulsive price leg in the lower time frame, that blue color leg, you draw the fib from this swing high to this swing low, and wait for the lower time frame price to retrace into the optimal trade zone in the lower time frame dealing range, and then you place a sell limit order in the lower time frame optimal trading zone, and your stop loss will be above this swing high somewhere here, and you can target your first take profit just above this swing low over here. So those are the different variations of OTE model 1. So what we will do now is, we will go and look into real chart examples with demonstrations where you can see this complete strategy and full breakdown being applied into real charts. So it's a remarkable 1 to 10 risk to reward trade profit, which makes a 15-minute market structure shift. So you will place a buy limit order over here, 1-minute market structure shift. There's another possible trade entry here where you can stop loss below this swing low, because this is to hit our next take profit level. You have got a large profit has reached 1 to 8.45 trade profit. We got 2 trades here. So in total, it's 1 to 18 remarkable risk to reward trade based on optimal trade entry concepts. So we will discuss and demonstrate real trade examples and setups of above models 1 to 6 with take profits and winning trades in the next videos after this, so you can copy them and start trading them in live markets. Okay, so soon after this video, have a look at the next OTE real chart examples and trade setup videos we have published, so you can copy them and start trading the live markets. If you would like to learn the trading strategies we use, click the link given in the description below to access the full free course and use that knowledge to get funded and start trading like a professional. Okay, so it's the end of the video and we will see you in another video.